What's up, guys? So it's day 8 right now, and today's a really big day because since it's been a week now from the surgery, it means that I've built up enough strength and kind of recovered enough where I can go to the stadium or go to the facilities right now for training, watch them train, do my workouts there, and be there for in the locker room and everything. So that's awesome. I mean, that's a big moment. I'm not just stuck in my house anymore. So I'm about to head out in a few minutes to go to Titan. So on the screen right now is a screenshot of what this phase 2 looks like. This is the week 1 of phase 2. At the beginning of the week, I didn't have all this planned out at all. I go into each week with a very, very loose plan based off of a rehab program given to me by my doctor, the advice of my team trainer, and how my body is feeling every single day. It's always a pretty loose guideline. Nothing is set in stone, and each day is completely based around how my body is feeling and how the workout went the day before. If at any time I feel like I'm starting to push myself too far, then I stop, I cut off the workout right there, and I might even take a rest day the following day, even if that wasn't on my plan. And then I attempt the same rehab workout again until I can complete it all the way through with no problems. If I do, and if I perform the whole workout with no issues, then I slightly progress the workout the next day. I might add a few extra exercises, I might add a few extra reps, but the whole goal is just to gradually turn up the intensity of the workouts bit by bit, day by day, until I'm full strength. So like you just saw, that was the first time I jogged. Felt really good. I was being very, very cautious. The cardio is definitely starting to ramp up, where I'm starting to sweat now. Now I'm doing some exercises like some ab contractions, just really, really lightly tucking in the belly button, squeezing the abdominals, doing some leg raises on both legs, trying to work on the muscles surrounding it as well. So I'm doing some ab work, some hip flexor work, quad work. This is abduction, so some glute work. And then at the very end, after I do just these simple, tiny body weight exercises, then I do a long 20 to 30 minute stretching routine, and all the stretches are fine unless I start to get some irritation on that hip flexor. But that's it. It's tedious, it's boring, but just slowly ramping it up. What's up? It is day 9. So yesterday was amazing. Jogging, like I was way ahead of schedule to jog on day 8. What's up, Gucci? To jog on day 8 is way, way ahead of schedule. And so I just tested it out. I just did 0.1 of a mile, barely anything, probably like 15, 20 seconds of just really lightly jogging. And then I stopped. I felt like I could have done way more in that gym session. But anytime that you're trying out something new, you want to watch out. But anytime you're trying something new with your rehab and your recovery, you really want to test it out, because let's say I were to do that jogging, I would have felt great, and then I would have pushed it, and then to the point of like where today I'm so sore, so tired, I can't progress with my rehab at all, and I need to take a rest day. I would kind of like be wasting today. So I'm about to leave in like 20 minutes. I have my workout, my stretches, my exercises, everything I'm going to do in the gym today, all set, and just test it out. So today was a big step. I mean, like I said, you just get so much confidence building upon that workout from yesterday. Since I did all of that, I progressed so much. I ran for the first time. I'm adding body weight exercises, and my body still feels good. You can see, like, my bike was faster. My walk is starting to look a little bit more like a normal person walking. I'm not so cautious. My jogging, I'm starting to like open up my stride a little bit once I get to the jog. Everything's starting just to ramp up a little bit more, and that's exactly what you want to do. And if I feel good again after today, I ramp it up more. I have more confidence in everything. Now, the exercises today are exactly the same as the day before. The only difference is that yesterday I did one set of everything, like one set of around 10 to 20 reps, depending on the exercise. Today, I just added a set for almost everything. So I did 2 sets of the ab contractions. I did 2 sets of the leg lifts for the left foot and the right foot, or the left leg and the right leg. I did 2 sets of the internal hip rotations. All the same. The only thing I do want to say is that the last exercise, the abductions, I just try to go immediately add weight today, and it wasn't bad. There was no tweaks or anything, but as soon as I was doing this abduction, I could just feel like, you know what, my leg, my plant leg actually is not strong enough for this. I just felt like my groin was getting overworked a little bit, so I just told myself I want to keep doing body weight abductions for the next few
training sessions until I feel like my plant leg is strong enough where I can do this. But other than that, all good. Day 10. So day 10, the only difference for the cardio is that I'm really starting to ramp up the speed mile by mile, or mile per hour by mile per hour every single day. So now after I did my walk and after I got warmed up and everything, I did half a mile at 5 miles per hour. And then I tested a little bit at 6 miles per hour. And again, felt good. I really, really believe that I can do more than this, but it's always better to take it slower than to push it too fast. I do my same incline walking and do everything. And I'm really feeling like I'm starting to actually progress my fitness, slowly bit by bit now too. It's not much, but doing this stuff will improve the fitness. So as you can see with the abductions, I learned my lesson from last time and I go straight back to the body weight. It's just too much. I don't know why I tried to add weight. I really don't. It's just too soon for that. I think I'm a little bit ambitious, but no harm, no foul. As soon as I learned it, as soon as I was like, ooh, maybe this isn't smart, something could happen, I stopped. Other than that, I'm starting to do some RDLs now. Again, I add some weight. This is all hamstrings, so there's really not much here that's going to be hurting my abs or my groin. So I think adding weight for that was perfectly fine. Doing the same internal hip rotations, and but the only thing with all this stuff now, instead of doing 2 sets like I did last time for most of the exercises, now I'm doing 3 sets. So I did 3 sets of these leg lifts. I did 3 sets of the ab contractions, 3 sets of the abductions with the glute. So I'm ramping it up. It went from 1 set to 2 sets to 3 sets today for day 10. And that's the key. And once you can do 3 or 4 sets, then you start progressing it in other ways. You start doing single leg stuff. You start adding more weight. You start making it a little bit more intense. But that's the progression there. In addition, today is the first day where I do some other ab work besides just the ab contractions where I'm just squeezing in my abdominals. I'm adding planks, but you don't want to just go straight into the full body weight planks from the toes. So you start with just like 15 or 20 seconds, I think, planks from the knees, going on the front, the sides, and only 1 set. Like I said, start small, and then you progress up to 3 sets of each, and then you start progressing it into the full from the toes, not from the knees. And then I also did this groin. I think this was too early for this as well. I was just testing it out, barely holding it up, but my groin was just still too weak to do this exercise. But no, again, I didn't hurt myself. No harm, no foul. I'm just really, really lightly testing it. I realized that it's not ready for that, so I'll try to add that a few days down the road.
What's up, guys? So it's day 11 right now. I'm going to take a rest day today. So the plan for today is pretty much just go to the pool, hang out, grab some lunch, eat healthy, maybe take a nap. So I'm getting good food in my body, just resting a ton, staying off my feet. And then maybe also just working a ton on my computer, editing videos, Instagram content, stuff like that. But yeah, really, really chill day. And I'm taking a rest day today because I've gone like 10 days straight working out as in like walking or doing some form of rehab or recovery exercise, some active recovery, active rehab. And I just feel like it's a good idea to take a break because I'm way ahead of schedule. Everything's going great. The body's feeling great. I'm already jogging, and I just don't want to push it so far and have a setback. So I'm taking like that preemptive rest day in my gut where it's like, might as well just take it. It's a beautiful day outside right now, so why not hang by the pool? Why not take a little bit of a rest? Because like I said, I'm way ahead of schedule. But yeah, just chilling today. Day 12 today. Today is a big day. I had that rest day yesterday. Body's feeling great. I'm going to try to run a mile today at like 5 miles per hour, 6 miles per hour, and just kind of feel it out. If at any time the groin, the abs, or anything starts to feel overworked or tired or fatigued, stop right away. There's no need. Like, I'm way ahead of schedule. But if it feels good and the body's feeling good, the groin's feeling strong, then I'll pump out the entire mile. So I'm really excited. I mean, this is right where the workouts are kind of transitioning from that kind of tedious phase to actually getting into like good workouts now. So hopefully the mile goes great. Hopefully all these exercises continue to feel great. And hopefully every single day, just continuing to ramp it up little by little by little until I'm doing, actual weights, until I'm actually running hard, until I'm sprinting, until I'm cutting, until I'm, doing ball work. So yeah, big day. Hopefully this mile goes really well later on today.
So I haven't been talking or even showing what I actually do in the treatment center, the whole treatment process of recovering from this, because I'm not even allowed to have my phone in here. I had to sneak that shot. The whole team was in Reno, Nevada over the weekend. So I basically had this entire place to myself, me and Sean both. So I got a quick clip of that. That was heat. I was just heating it up before my workout. I do a little bit of ice and stem sometimes, but mainly my whole recovery, it's so smooth and kind of like straightforward that it's kind of just gym work and progressing back to where you were. It's not like an ACL or something more serious where you have to see the trainer all the time and doing all this stuff. It's a lot easier than that, honestly. But as you can see, I ran the full mile, 10 minutes, felt great, and then I just immediately progressed back into the rehab exercises. So all good. And the same thing, now I'm doing like 3 sets. I'm really just kind of focusing on these exercises and hoping that everything feels good. There's Sean in the background. Sean's a goalkeeper. He is struggling with a quad during the time that we were filming this, so he wasn't on the trip to Reno, Nevada as well. But same thing. I mean, I wish you could see, or I wish you could feel how I felt during all of these exercises, because the difference from day 8 to day 9 to day 10, 11, 12 is crazy. Even if you can't really see, or even if you can see, what I'm feeling is just even more improvement. From the very first day, I'm feeling really weak, or I'm feeling like when I activate those muscles that I would get like not pain, but just discomfort. And then now the discomfort is really starting to go away and it's starting to strengthen up. And that's exactly what you want. I'm doing all the normal stuff, my RDLs, the abductions, everything. And at this point, I'm like starting to think, okay, now I can really start to progress into more functional exercises, which you'll see coming up later. I'm progressing the planks now, so I'm doing multiple sets for longer time durations with the planks from the knees, both in the front way, the left and the right. It's feeling really good. I feel like a broken record, but it really is feeling good and it's progressing. I'm also adding glute bridges. So I'm starting to add glute bridges to this, just again to work on some more hamstring, posterior chain stuff, and then some bird dogs. So bird dogs is this exercise right now. It's all about stability, control. You're contracting the abs in, and then you're pushing out with the posterior chain, lower back, glutes, hamstrings, all that. So this is a really good exercise, especially for stability of the core.
So I just got back from the gym. The mile felt amazing. I honestly, to be 100% honest, I felt like I could have run 2 miles, and I feel like I could run at 7, 8 miles per hour, no problem. But again, it's so hard. This is the mental battle about doing the recovery, is you're either on the end of, oh no, I'm still feeling pain, it still hurts, why is this happening? Or you're on the other end of like, I feel great, I need to push it more. And you really have to split that difference, and it's hard. It's hard when you feel so good. Like I want to do so much more in the gym. But I just have to, it's a long process. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So just did the mile today, 6 miles per hour, what I said I was going to do. And the next day, tomorrow, I'll ramp it up again. But awesome. Everything's going really good. Hopefully I can restrain myself and continue not to push myself so far that, something like bad happens, a setback or something.
Day 13. So I just want to show you the drive to the gym because it was such a beautiful day, sunny, warm. I'm loving it, loving the change. It's going to get really hot here. But cardio for today, pretty much the same thing. I'm doing the same mile. I'm going at 6 miles per hour again, just trying to do the mile run. But then afterwards, I'm going to try to do the 7 mile per hour, kind of like a quarter of a mile, just one lap around the track pretty much. Just again, slowly ramping up the speed. I'm also starting to add functional movement. So my trainer kind of approved, okay, let's start doing some squats. Let's start going into a little bit more functional movements, compound doing more of the body. Doing a lot of these bird dogs, really working on core stability, back stability, everything, glutes, all the same stuff. Again, slowly progressing up the sets, slowly progressing up the reps, and just the intensity of these workouts. For example, like for the leg lifts, instead of just doing the normal leg lifts, I'm now adding a very, very light band. So progressing up the intensity of this. Soon I'll be adding weight. Soon I'll go into like full kicks and everything. This exercise right here, the trunk rotations, this is one, you can even just see by my face, I'm not quite ready for it. It's a little bit advanced. And so I stopped after like 3 or 4 on each side. I was like, nope, not going to do that. I'll say this for a later day. My abs it just didn't feel like I was 100% certain that I could do all 10 for each side comfortably. So I was like, oh, well, wait. But now, as you can see, I added back in the weight for the abductions and these kind of kickbacks right here. So before, like 3 or 4 days ago, I was like, I'm not ready for this. And now, since it's day 13 or whatever, I'm feeling ready. I'm also starting to add in stability work. So I'm doing Bosu ball, just balancing. Eventually I'll do Bosu ball where I'm kicking the ball back to a partner, and Bosu ball, like landing on the Bosu ball and planning on the Bosu ball. But right now, just starting to get back that stability. Again, I'm also adding in, like I said before, I thought the groin, when I do these med ball squeezes, it wasn't ready for it like 2 or 3 days ago. But now I'm starting to feel stronger. My adductor is feeling stronger, so I'm adding that back into my workout program. Before I end pretty much for today, again, like as always, tons and tons of high quality protein. It doesn't even have to be in the form of protein shakes. This has like 30, 40 grams of protein in it, but tons of eggs, tons of chicken, tons of turkey, even like stuff like nuts and peanut butter, just with a lot of high quality protein in my body so that it's recovering, because your body heals itself when you're resting, sleeping, and when you have the proper nutrients in it. So I always kind of view it as, if I get the most protein, the perfect amount of protein every day, enough protein, enough food, and I sleep enough at night, then I will expedite that recovery process, and I'll just get back a few days sooner. So every little detail really is just helping me get back earlier, which is awesome. So good workout, good food, good nutrition, good rest. So day 14, I woke up this morning and I was really sore. I did a whole bunch of functional exercises the day before. I added a lot to it, added a lot of reps. I have done mile runs the last 2 days. So my body had just kind of reached that point of like, look, it's fatigued now. So I tried to do a little bit. I had a lot planned for today. I wanted to push it. But after doing these, after biking for like 15 minutes, doing those Bosu or those Swiss ball squats, and then doing a little bit of step ups, I was like, look, I'm pushing through way too much soreness and fatigue. So I cut it right here and just stopped. So it's day 14 right now. I have my post-op appointment with my doctor, so hopefully everything's smooth there. Hopefully he can give me a little bit of guidance as like everything else that's going on, and like a really accurate timetable of when I can return to play. But I have a pretty good idea already, so I think this is gonna be a really straightforward post-op appointment, but we'll see. Headed in there right now. So that was the absolute easiest doctor's appointment I've ever had in my life. I walked in, he's like, how you feeling? I said, great. He's like, okay, you look like you're moving great. And he just asked like where I'm at with the rehab. We talked for like a minute and he said, great. And he just said, okay, we'll just keep going. It's just tolerate the pain. If you can tolerate the pain, you're not getting any weird twinges or stuff like that, keep on progressing. Just take it one step at a time, just like you've been doing. And he said, yeah, all the incisions look great. Everything's going great. And the only thing he really stressed was just, I just want you to keep stretching that adductor, keep stretching it, 2-3 times a day, deep stretches, listen to your body. But we really don't want that to tighten back up. So that was pretty much the only thing. And he just said that, it's 2 weeks today. So he just said that you should be back within another 3 or 4 weeks, just given standard rehab. So hopefully, again, I can cut that time down a little bit. But at the end of the day, if it takes the full 6 weeks, if it takes 7 weeks, 8 weeks, it's still not that bad. So super stoked. I'm ecstatic, man. I'm really happy. So it's been absolutely crazy outside for the last 12 hours. Last night, sirens were going off. We had to go into the clubhouse of the apartment. And now it's the next morning, the sirens are going off again. You're getting texts on the phone like, take shelter now, tornado in this area. It's not that bad outside. It's just, we've had severe thunderstorms all night. Literally thunder strikes every 2 to 3 seconds, just crazy. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not used to this at all. West Coast, we don't have this at all. Mimi has work that we have to leave for in like 5 minutes and the sirens are going off. So, I don't know. I literally... Mimi's talking to her boss right now.
You definitely make sure to get to your safe spot. Make sure to seek shelter. If you're not indoors, definitely go indoors. This is a dangerous storm that is moving through. And then we have 2 storms.
You can't even see the highway. Cars are literally just pulled over.
These cars aren't even driving.
There's no way they can see anything. There's no way. So I think I'm gonna end the video here, guys. Everything's awesome except for the tornadoes, but everything's awesome with the rehab and the recovery so far. Hopefully I'll be around here and alive to make another video next time. And if I'm not, then the tornado got me. So I'll see you guys in the next video, hopefully.